So this video is going to focus on doing a brioche 4-stitch increase. This would be tantamount to increasing 4 stitches into 1. So if you look at this column of stitches here, which is basically where we're going to be spreading out from, this would be the original brioche knit stitch, and you can see we've now increased 4 stitches out of this one. This yarn is done on a really loose, I want to say this might have been done on a 12, so you're getting a pretty big hole here. That's not to say that you don't get small holes in brioche knitting when you work increases, but they certainly won't be this exaggerated. So to work that stitch, we're going to grab our handy dandy swatch. You notice I'm not using any big fancy swatches for my hat, so I don't give away any of the mystery. But essentially what we're going to be doing is working a knit 1 yarn over, knit 1 yarn over, knit 1 yarn over, knit 1 into the same stitch, but it's all brioche knit. And the only reason it's considered brioche knit is because you're knitting into a brioched stitch, which just means a stitch that has had the wrap work done on it, right? Our 2 stitches. So to work the brioche 4-stitch increase, you're going to brioche knit into your stitch. Oh, we lost our, there we go, there's our focus. Without removing it from the second or the left-hand needle, we're going to yarn over, knit 1 into that stitch again, yarn over, knit 1 into that stitch again. Fairly straightforward. You end up with a cluster of 5 stitches on your right hand needle, and you're ready to work a slip 1 yarn over on the next stitch. So we'll work this one more time so you can see how it's done. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, so we've got a brioche stitch, so we're going to brioche knit into it. Without removing it from the left hand needle, we'll work a yarn over, knit into the stitch another time, without removing it from the left hand needle, yarn over, and knit into that stitch. So you end up again with that cluster of 5 stitches on your right hand needle. You do get a big gap here. I'm working on pretty big needles for this thread or this yarn. So I'm going to work to the end of this row here, and then I'm going to come back and show you how you need to work the second row to process all of those yarn overs, because we need to work into them to create new brioche stitches from just plain old stitches. I'll be back shortly. So here we are. We've worked multiple yarn overs and brioche knits to create a 4-stitch brioche increase into some stitches. And now we have to process those stitches so that we have our proper pattern of our brioche and slip knit stitches. So we are going to just work over to that first collection of stitches that needs to be processed. Just bear with me here. I'm working flat, so these stitches probably look slightly different from yours because I'm working on the wrong side of the work. You'll be working all in the round. Oh no, that's a lie. You'll be working in brioche purl. Okay, here we go. So we're now at our collection of 5 stitches that are worked into this single stitch. So we need to now work this as we've got our yarn in front, so we're going to slip 1 yarn over like we typically would. Bring our yarn to the front, but it's not a wrapped stitch that we would work as a brioche purl, so we simply purl 1 because we're creating a single stitch that will be slip 1 yarn over on the next round. Our yarn is in front, so we will slip 1 yarn over, brioche, or pardon me, just plain old purl, not brioche purl, and then slip 1 yarn over. Now we're going to bring our working yarn to the front, and we will brioche purl the next stitch because it's a wrapped stitch, so it's ready to go. Yarn is in front, so we'll slip 1 yarn over, brioche purl. And now we're back at another 4-stitch increase collection of stitches here. So one more time to work that, we're going to slip 1 yarn over with our yarn in front, purl the next stitch because it doesn't have a wrap, slip 1 yarn over because our yarn's in front, purl the next stitch, and then work a slip 1 yarn over, and now we can do our brioche purl to the end of the row. And I'm just going to take a second here and show you what it now looks like so that you can be confident when you start your next row. Alright, so if I pull this out of the way, you'll see we've worked our collection of increases. Here's the big hole here. But now it looks like we've got everything in pattern again. So we've got our single stitch here, we've got our double stitch, single, double, double. So it all works all the way across. Now you can just continue brioching in the round like that increase never even happened.